Hi there, my name is Bree Tegmeyer with the Love of Literacy with PaperPie, and I'm excited to give you a little bit of a PaperPie preview, a chance to see inside of some of our amazing books. You can see the fantastic options that we have for your families. We offer choices from birth all the way to young adult fiction, so there's something for everyone with a wide variety of options and choices, including educational games and STEM products as well. So while this is only a brief introduction, I hope it's going to get you excited to browse some of the amazing choices that we have on our website. So one of the favorite ones that I have for our little ones, our babies, are going to be some of our accordion style books, such as On the Farm and 1, 2, 3 Counting. So these books are fantastic, not only because they offer those awesome high contrast colors, which the little baby eyes need, but this is also an accordion style book, meaning you can prop this up on its side so the kids can practice their tummy time. It's also a great one for kids to use while they are trying to learn to cruise or crawl towards objects. So you can kind of set this out in front of them a little bit further than where they are and encourage them to do a little bit of movement. So these are fantastic for the super young ones and make a fantastic baby gift as well. Now, one of our best sellers with PaperPie is going to be our reusable sticker books. You may have heard of All Better, but I wanted to give you a peek inside Time to Brush. This is also one of my favorites just because it's going to encourage one of those core skills we hope that kids are going to learn so they can brush their teeth. So these all have reusable stickers. They come with 5, and you're going to get these awesome little themed ones that you get to use on all the pages with 5 toothbrushes for 5 friends. So we have the bunny rabbit, so we need to get the carrot one. And so many carrots, Rabbit is very hungry. He's going to eat them all for lunch. But after lunch, it's time to brush back and forth, up and down, clean, clean, clean. You can take the little toothbrush, stick it right there so he's brushing his teeth. These are truly reusable. You can use them over and over again. I have families that go through multiple children with one book because they are truly reusable. When these get gross, just rinse them under cold water and then they kind of get refreshed so you can use them over and over again. Like I said, others in this series are, we have All Better with Band-Aid stickers, Little Bear Needs Glasses, we have Kisses and Cuddles and Goodnight with Lovey stickers. But I also wanted to show you a new concept that was added on to this, not necessarily the series, but kind of like a companion style. It is called Let's Explore. We have Let's Explore City, Let's Explore Farm as options, and these also have those fantastic reusable stickers. They're just a little bit different. We call these 100% reusable play pieces and play scenes. So the play pieces kind of come here in the envelope, and you're going to get all these different pieces right here. So you're actually getting 10 stickers with this book, and you can see that the pieces are also reasonable. They're almost like kind of like this rubber, almost like a thick foam window cling that you can kind of put down on the pages and move them around to the different scenes. So these are also a fantastic way that you can kind of get the kids interacting with that story and involved, keeping their hands moving. Plus, we know kids love stickers, but you don't have to worry about these ruining your walls or other objects that they like to stick those stickers on. So like I said, Let's Explore, we have a farm option and a city option available for you to kind of go along with that reusable sticker concept. Another fantastic one I love to recommend to families with young ones are going to be one of our felt book options. This one is the Grocery Day Sort and Play, and I love this one also because a lot of times we have to take our little ones to the grocery store. As much as it might be glorious to not take our children to the grocery store, when they're that young, they kind of have to come along. So they see mom or dad or grandma kind of do this grocery shopping, and they get to kind of do it in with the book. These come with felt pieces instead of stickers. They all come in this little envelope. You can see we got these awesome little felt pieces. Oh, we got a cute little one with cupcakes that you kind of get to put along on the scenes. So we'll kind of give you a little example here. Little Bear is going to the grocery store. We've got the fruits and vegetables piled high. What's on the list today? 2 red apples, 3 green pears. Let's put them on the scale to weigh. So we've got ones that the kids can actually like follow directions, like here are the 2 apples to put them on the scale. But of course, we know sometimes with the young ones, they're just playing and interacting with the book while you read along. So these are fantastic, again, great felt options, not stickers, and they kind of cling to the felt patches on here as well. So that's another great one. Another one that we have in this series is a picnic style one, a laundry one. We even have a Christmas one that is for like during the holiday season as well. Now, kind of moving on to a little bit older, the kids kind of getting towards that preschool and kindergarten age range, we have some awesome beginner to read books, learning to read books, easy readers, leveled readers. One of the first ones that parents often start off with are going to be our School of Monsters, and because these are meant to be read with the child and the adult together. The child is just reading 1 word per page to start off with, and you can see that it is a different color on each page, matching the color of the book. So they can kind of see that the words will also rhyme. The characters are are adorable, the monsters. They're super fun and not scary at all. And eventually the kid can learn to read the whole book by themselves. The back of the book is going to offer you some fun little extras, such as learning how to draw, Mary. And they've even kind of got a little bit of a snippet of all the different words that you can practice reading outside of the context of the story. So great for working on those continuing to read or some sight word practice. We sell this in a fantastic super stack, we call it, which saves you a ton of money and you get all the fun different monster characters in one set. It's a one that I highly recommend to families. The same characters you will also see in this great picture book called Wheels and Springs and Moving Things, written by the same author, the same illustrator, and this one's going to give you the same characters that they know, but also kind of talking about jobs. You're kind of guessing what jobs the little monsters' parents do. So if you're ever in trouble, just give mom a call. A fire in your house or you're trapped up a wall. She drives around town in a noisy red truck, ready to help if you ever get stuck. What does my mom do? So you kind of get to play this guessing game with your reader, and then you get to turn the page and see if you were correct and get an awesome scene. So many things to spot. They even have some great vocabulary objects here, such as fire hydrant or the water truck that you can spot. And you go through a bunch of different professions with your awesome monster characters that you knew from the early readers. So definitely check out the Wheels and Springs and Moving Things. Great for kids that love transportation as well as learning jobs. Now, we also, like I said, have fantastic choices for older readers as well. And I wanted to kind of give you two options that you can consider. This one is actually one that I love for adults. So a lot of times you have children that are younger, ready to read at a more advanced level. You might have adults like me that enjoy young adult fiction as well, and plus everywhere in between. I highly recommend you look at A.L. Tait as one of our authors. She's got a couple series that we have on our website because she does a fantastic job of writing true chapter books. These don't have illustrations, kind of what you would picture for a young adult fiction book. But what's great about all of her stories is that you don't have to worry about any mature themes. So yes, there might be like slight hand-to-hand combat, but you're not looking at extreme violence. You're not looking at any mention of drugs. You're not looking at anything that might be super scary. So you kind of have a great opportunity for kids to read at a more advanced level, but you don't have to be worried as the parent or caregiver that they're going to get exposed to things that you might not be ready for yet. And like I said, these are super fun for adults as well. I love this. This is a trilogy. Quinn has a photographic memory. He's part of a quest to be part of a ship, a team that has to sail around the world and come back with a completed drawn map. He is a cartographer. And so it's, of course, it's a race because there's a big prize. And so this is a great one for adventure lovers as well. And like I said, it's a trilogy. Just get all three right away because you can make the mistake like I did and only buy book one and then be really disappointed. You have to wait for book two and book three to arrive in the mail. So just buy the trilogy if this sounds like something your kids are going to have a blast with. This also makes a great read aloud for younger kids. Another great one for the older kids and also for adults is a series called Understanding, like Understanding Econ. Who here thought that they were going to ever expose their child to econ at a young age? Like, let's be real. Like, I didn't learn about econ probably until I was in college. It's not something you think of readily to expose your children to, but that doesn't mean we can't do it and we can't do it well, especially with PaperPie products. So you're going to get advanced topics like understanding econ, understanding money, understanding climate control, but in a format that is going to be a little bit more digestible for them, but you're still getting those complex topics like macro econ, talking about, supply and demand, talking about, free trade and how that works. But you can see it becomes a little bit more accessible when they break up the text and also offer some great illustrations. So again, great for young ones that are ready for something a little bit more advanced, great for your high schoolers that are kind of starting to learn about it in school, great for adults that don't really know, they need the Understanding Econ book or Understanding Philosophy just because they want to learn a little bit more about themselves, but reading that textbook might seem like a little stuffy. Maybe that's how it is for me. So the Understanding series is another fantastic option. Also, I want to show you is some great activity books that I love. So I've got two that I cannot rave about. This first one's a little bit more of a hidden gem, and so that's why I love to show it in these videos. And the next one, of course, is a great bestseller. So we have this one that's called Transfer Books. This is a little transfer book, and it's a great size that you can throw in your backpack or your purse when you're going out. This is one that came to restaurants with me and my family quite often. So the concept of these is you want to think about this almost like rub-on tattoos, but for books. So it's not a sticker because you're scratching it off into the book. So you'll notice that you got all these cute little decals. This is the pirate themed one. And they actually match certain pages if you'd like, but you don't have to. And then you can see that you're actually taking a pen or pencil and you're scratching from the decal page onto the book. So you're laying the piece that you want and putting it where you want to, scratching it with the pen, and it comes off here and into the book. It is great because it almost requires a little bit of a fine attention to detail, because you want to make sure you're scratching carefully so that your pirate isn't missing the sword or its foot. Of course, young ones, they might not care as much, but if you have a type A child like my Ethan, he wanted to make sure he got every little piece. Every pirate still had his hook. The treasure chest looked just right. And because there are over 200 little rub down pieces, and you really can kind of create these fantastic scenes. And of course, they got lots of descriptions you can kind of have going on here. And you can kind of give you a little example, like your animals are kept below deck for milk and meat. So you might want to put those animal decals lower down here, or you as the adult can just be reading this aloud as they're kind of working on that little craft project. Again, like I said, this came with me to restaurants a lot because you just need a pen, and the book is nice and small size. Other ones we have are the Little Transfer Unicorns, and Little Transfer Under the Sea is in this series as well. Now, moving on to my absolute favorite activity book. I will argue anyone about this because it's my absolute favorite, is going to be our magic painting books. These are paint with water. We have tons that have been in the series. They kind of rotate through a lot. So if you've been familiar with PaperPie, we have tons more that have been added to the series. And sometimes we just rotate out. So that way we always have fresh ones because we know kids love to paint, but adults might not want to have to deal with the mess of paint. So this is going to give you a great option because you're just painting with water. Now, this right here, you can't really see it. There's a little slot here. A paintbrush does come with all of the books. Mine's just been used already, so of course my paintbrush is somewhere in my house, but you can see that the pictures originally look like this. The ink is embedded in the page, so when you add the water, it comes alive with beautiful colors. The pages are all perforated as well, so you can share between siblings. And a little fun extra that you might not realize until after you get your book is there's a fold-out page here. It's meant to help separate the pages so that if you do paint inside the book, the water doesn't bleed on to the next one, because you know that my child would absolutely have a conniption if that happened. So the perforation makes it you can tear it out of the page, out of the book, so you can share it between siblings. But I'm telling you, I love this as an adult. My mom and dad did this with Ethan, so grandma, grandpa time. And you can see they turn out absolutely beautiful. And like as other ones in this series, like of course we've got some magical creatures, available for kids. We've also got ones that are like about space or about animals. And so these turn out absolutely wonderful. We've expanded on the series to include one called First Magic Painting. Oh, you can see the paintbrush example right here. And these are meant for our younger artists. Same concept. It's just that the picture is a little bit more simpler because they're not really trying to be attention to detail yet when they are 2 and 3. They're just going to be kind of exploring with the water and having a great blast with it. And also some great little words and like vocabulary that you can learn with them as well. During the summer months, it might be a fun one to take outside to do a little bit different because you can use squirt guns against it. You can take a little sponge and tap on it. They even sell things on Amazon like those water pens if you want to take this a little bit more mobile. Gives you an option as well. So I love these because it's meant for all ages. This series, the first one, didn't exist when my son was younger. It's a newer ad since I joined with the company, and he was totally fine with these as well. So don't be afraid that you feel like because they're young they have to have this one, but you really like the themes in the other one. Go ahead and get the ones and the pictures that you're going to enjoy. Now, these are one and done art projects. Once you paint them, it's there, it's done. But I wanted to show you another option that we have that's also paint with water that is called Water Wonders. And this is also paint with water, but reusable. So what you do is you have these awesome illustrations that are a little bit white. And those are going to tell you where you can paint with a little bit of water. So I'm going to give you a quick little example. So I'm going to paint the Little Mermaid's tail here. So hopefully you can see that through the video. Oh, look how beautiful that is. So fun. So you're just adding a little bit of water and the color comes out. And if you let this page air dry, it will return to looking white again. So the paint book can be used over and over again. Now, parents, what a little tip here for you is that after your child clearly has to paint every single page in the book, because who wouldn't want to paint every page of the book? I recommend you dry it, fan out the pages, and just prop it up on its edge right here. It helps the page just dry a little bit faster and easily for you, because we all know that we have those children that like a lot of water on the page. So it's going to take a little bit longer to air dry if you close the book. So just prop it on its edge, and that way you can use it again. Again, a great one that you can take, you can use over and over again, or use those fantastic water pens with if you're going to take them in the car and take them to go. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you two more books that I absolutely love. And like I said, we've got over 2,000 choices with PaperPie. So I would love to help you with any book recommendations so we can chat one-on-one. You can reach out to me and we can find some personalized ones for your families. But let me show you these last two books to kind of give you an idea of some other options that we have. We have expanded our options of books that deal with emotions. We know that it's kind of become more of a thing. I mean, when I was younger, we didn't talk as much about it, but having these kids understand that they have feelings and realizing that it's just a normal part of human beings. So let's be real, we're all as adults, we all are in our feelings too. So having our books to help address feelings, emotions, fears are really important. And this one is one of our newer ones that added to our catalog, and I am thrilled about it, and I cannot recommend it enough. It's called Worries Big and Small. It's a child's guide to talking about feelings. The book is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to just from looking on the website. It's going to give you tons of different scenarios, things that kids are often afraid about, have fears about. Like, what if the monster on TV comes to get me? What if I'm worried about going to school? What if someone calls me a bad name? What if I rip or lose my sweater? Like these little things that you don't realize these kids kind of get really amped up about, and they don't know how to express it to you, or they were just kind of hold it inside and you don't really realize why they're having a bad day. It's because early in the day they ripped their sweater and they didn't know how to tell you. So this is a great way for you can have these scenarios, and then a great way for parents or caregivers to talk about what happens, or like how to kind of overcome that, or why you don't have to be afraid of it. It's just going to give you this great guide of talking through these things. Because let's be real, like kids they're gonna get called a bad name. They're gonna rip their sweater, or they're gonna lose an article of clothing, and it's okay. We just need to have a fantastic way to help them talk through that thing so they feel comfortable talking to you. If we can help our kids out when they're a little bit younger, it might help them out a little bit more as they continue to age. So Worries Big and Small, cannot recommend enough, especially for families with the young children. The last book I'm going to show you is an homage to the first book I ever bought from PaperPie when I attended a party. It blew me out of the water that we have books that offer this possibility. There are books this cool. And so I have to show you the Shine a Light, the Human Body. So we have a great line called the Shine a Light. So it's not just the human body, other ones in the series, but you read it with a flashlight, because when you shine a flashlight behind the pages, hidden images appear. So a new person is waiting to be born. Can you see her? You get your little flashlight. We're going to see if this works with the bright light in my room. But you can shine the flashlight behind the page and you can see the baby in mommy's belly. Like, how awesome is that, guys? Shining the flashlight lets you see inside or behind objects. And of course, with the human body, you're getting, bones and muscles and teeth. But other ones we got with animals, we've got with habitats, we've got wonders of the world, talking about different celebrations and holidays, all in this line as well. So the Shine a Light is a fantastic one because it just brings a little bit of magic with that flashlight. It's going to get kids excited to read, excited to learn, which is what we want to see in our homes. We want to see our kids excited about books and excited about reading. So hopefully you gotten excited about some of the options we have with PaperPie. You can see more options on my website, www.theloveofliteracy.com, or you can shop through the brand partner who invited you to an event or shared this video with you. Hope to see you on another video soon. Bye.